We're coming at you from beautiful New York City as the Knicks prepare to take the home court. Looking at Chicago, they want to turn it around after that loss to the Golden State Warriors. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So the Bulls 5 right now. Butler and Snell are the wingmen. Taj Gibson is out there with Omer Asher. Here's Anthony. Down the breakaway jam.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Hey, guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
Bulls on D. Outside T. He dishes it to Carmelo. Shot clock at 5.
And Corey Brewer, guys, out of Florida. Remember, won those 2 national championships, teaming up with Joakim Noah and Al Horford. Terrific quickness, and that rangy frame makes him a disruptive defender. Great versatility as well on that end of the floor.
Both shots good from the stripe. Corey Brewer was the 7th pick in the 2007 draft. He's never really reached that star caliber so many had predicted.
Yeah, you know, his offense has held him back a bit. He's a bit erratic at that end of the floor. Not a great shooter. Slashes effectively well. He's most effective in transition.
Indeed. Now here's Teague. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Anthony gets to Gasol. Gibson with the steal. In transition, here come the Bulls. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Chicago on defense. It's a 3-point game. Teague, the pass to Porzingis. All sorts of time. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Porzingis has got his first 2 points.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
Schroeder kicks to Asher. There's a screen. The pass to Schroeder. And the Bulls with another miss. The Knicks off to a quick start here. Teague, the pass to Porzingis. Teague dishes to Gasol. Feeds to Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
Nice bucket there. I mean, they are playing really, really smart basketball.
IQ basketball, smartphone basketball, whatever you want to call it. Even though the lead's not that large, they're still in charge right now.
Here's Schroeder. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
And, you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their fourth shot of the game.
Anthony kicks to T. Passes it to Porzingis. Kept alive.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open. They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
A 3 ball. And that one's good. Porzingis has got 7 points in the game.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one. Maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Outside Butler. And there's the feed to Gibson. Screen by Asik. Inside. It's taken away by Brewer. On the wing, Brewer. At the elbow, it's Gasol. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Bulls trail by 8. Gibson with the screen on Teague. Schroeder passes to Butler. Anthony with the block. But they'll get another chance. Gibson. Oh, he misses the dunk.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Porzingis passes to Teague. 5 to shoot. Gibson with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And again, Chicago. No good. Here's New York. They're on an 11-3 run. There's the dish to Brewer. Back to Teague. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
The Bulls have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. Now here's Teague. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. There's a screen. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Can't nail the jumper. Here's Snell. Butler on the wing. Gibson with the screen on Gasol. And Butler, here we go. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Butler's got his first basket. Teague with the ball. Outside Anthony. On the wing. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Now here's Schroeder. Screen by Asik. Left side, Butler. Shot off the pick. It's tipped. Out of bounds, Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession. Spates checked in for Omer Asik. Butler. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Couldn't run the inbound play any better than right there.
Teague kicks to Anthony. Outside Teague. Back to Anthony. It's stolen by Schroeder. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Snell, no good.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Bulls trailed by 5. Now here's Schroeder. This is to Spates. The fader. That's short off the rim.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game. And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. Rick, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they actually call him Mo Bucket. But he actually played so well last season, they even threw in Mo VP from time to time.
Comes in for Corey Brewer. Chicago also making some changes. Cody Zeller's checked in for Gibson. Morrow comes in for Tony Snell. And it's Udrich in for Dennis Schroeder. Teague kicks to Clarkson. Here's Gasol. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now here's Zeller. Just 5 to shoot. He feeds it to Morrow. Count it from 12. New York leading by 5. Good looking screen by Gasol. Teague kicks to Gasol. Right side, Boozer. New York moving the ball around. 4 on the shot clock. And stolen by Spates. Inside. And the basket by Morrow. Now it's just a 3-point Knicks lead.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 6. Goes up on the high post. Zeller grabs the board. And here is Butler. Pass to Udrich. Pass to Spates. Gasol with the rebound.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
You know, for Carlos Boozer, last year was a bit peculiar. I mean, after being a key player for several playoff teams throughout his career, he landed on the Lakers where the playoffs were nowhere in sight. Tough environment for a veteran to succeed in.
And he's good on the second. And getting back to Boozer, last year he was claimed off amnesty waivers by the Lakers. Now, Los Angeles paid $3.25 million of his salary, while the Bulls paid the remaining $13.5 million of his salary.
And getting away from the contract, you know, he actually had a decent year. Shot over 50% from the field, strong rebounds per minute average. I mean, he's a professional. He went in and did his job.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Here's Udrich. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Morrow, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Outside Boozer. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boozer.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Tayshaun Prince is checked in for New York. For the New York Knicks, they come in off the loss to the Pelicans. And Udrich kicks to Spates. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
Chicago making a switch here. Terry's checked in. Screen by Boozer. Prince dishes to T. Kicks it to Gasol. To the inside. Clarkson. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Bulls trail by 3. "15 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pick by Zeller. Zeller, a screen on Teague. Terry outside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. We're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
It's all about their defense. They have just done a terrific job of negating the timing and spacing of their opponent.
Every shot is challenged and challenged well.
Tayshaun Prince out there with Boozer. Then there's Calderon. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's McGarry in at the 5 down low. They're the group New York will start the second with. Now Udrich following Prince's three-point attempt. And the basket by Morrow. Calderon passes to Clarkson. Knocked away. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Zeller. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Knicks with the lead. Screen by Boozer. Now here's Calderon. He's guarded by Udrich. Screen by Boozer. and it's sent back by Spates. Now Udrich. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. He kicks it tomorrow. 6 to shoot. Here's Spates. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Udrich. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Clarkson. And that one is hammered home.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead.
Grant kicks to Spates. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Calderon dishes to Clarkson. Back to Calderon. To the right side. 5 on the clock. Here's Boozer. Another miss by Boozer. Chicago trailing here. Now Udrich. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And Jose Calderon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Udrich. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. McGarry with the steal. And a fast break now for the Knicks.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. Floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Spates with it. He's got 5. That one wide left.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Calderon kicks to Prince. He dishes it to McGarry. Prince, the pass to McGarry. Back to Prince. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net. Tayshaun Prince, one of the ultimate Velcro guys. I mean, he's been in the league a long time. The consummate pro, as detailed, steady, and unflappable as they come.
It's stolen by Calderon. Here's McGarry. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Bulls trail by 3. And back to Tayshaun Prince for a moment. So much big game experience, a championship in 04 with the Pistons. That has to rub off on a team when you have a guy like that around in the locker room, on the floor. He's seen it all.
You know, it's a great point. And whether it's in games or practice or even in the locker room, his presence adds continuity. It's like having an extra coach looking out for the younger players.
New York calls timeout.
And Beno Udrich, a 6'3 lefty combo guard out of Yugoslavia. He can run the pick and roll and has really improved from mid-range. Can square up and bury it at a moment's notice.
for the Knicks. Chicago making some changes. The Knicks have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. And Udrich lacks the quickness, Clark, to stay with most point guards defensively.
Yeah, just by a step or two, and that's why he's better defending 2 guards. He does a much better job when he's matched up with 2s versus point guards.
Butler dishes to Asher. Schroeder up top. Gasol with the steal. That's good. And the Knicks lead by 2. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Knicks?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, but they've also protected the paint extremely well. You see that in their block shot totals, but also they've altered a lot of shots.
Clock at 4. That's a 2 from Butler. Good on the jump shot. Butler's got it all tied up now for the Bulls. Teague kicks to Brewer. The pass to Porzingis. Some nice passing by New York here. Inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Bulls have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Now here's Schroeder. Gibson the screen. Now here's Schroeder. Teague covering. Butler on the wing. The 17-footer. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Teague. The Knicks shooting 40% since the beginning of the second quarter. Passes it to Porzingis. And here is Butler. 6 points for him. Gibson the screen. Snell the pass to Butler. Here's Schroeder. It's rebounded by New York.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
A tight game here in New York. Outside Butler. Asik with a screen on Anthony. Butler from outside. That doesn't go either for Butler. New York shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Feeds it to Carmelo. Porzingis passes to Gasol. On the money from 12 feet away. And the Knicks lead by 4.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Bulls have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
Now, here's Teague. And Brewer kicks to Gasol. Anthony against Butler. 6 on the shot clock. They grab their own miss. And he slams it one-handed.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent GA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
The feed to Gibson. Puts up the baby hook. Bank shot, no good.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plays.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. They set the pick to the paint. Stolen by Asik.
Winning or not, it's not going to be a happy locker room when we get to halftime. I mean, they've had a lot of turnovers, and that's not acceptable.
You know they're going to hear about it at the half. Very fortunate to be leading this game at this point.
Here's Porzingis. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Back to Teague. Shot clock at 6. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Knicks lead by 4.
30.
Looked like he was trying to go for a degree of difficulty points on that shot.
Now Schroeder. Now the dish to Gibson. He feeds it to Butler. Gasol with the steal. Jeff Teague again. And now a 6-point New York lead.
30.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm. Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Gasol. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Gibson. Snell, no good. The Knicks lead by 4. Outside Teague. Here's Porzingis. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Porzingis has got 6 points in the quarter.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second push. New York calls timeout.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit. I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
And New York making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. 46 seconds left to play in the first half. This is to Gasol. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Taj Gibson picks one up.
And Marc Gasol surprisingly nimble for a 7-footer. He really moves his feet well at both ends of the floor.
And when you look at Marc Gasol now versus when he came into the league, remarkable how that body of his, Clark, has transformed.
Kevin, he changed his diet and he dropped a bunch of weight. Believe it or not, he even grows vegetables at his house. He's really gone all in on the transformation of his body.
Clark, good information.
Yes, sir. That's what we do. That's what we do here.
Woo.
Info and entertainment.
Oh.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
They set the pick. In the corner, it's Brewer. A 3-ball. That drops. Clarkson's got 9.
43.
Here's Schroeder. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we've finished one half of basketball. Knicks lead by 9. Now the third quarter had to get going. right, the second half beginning in just a moment. The Knicks leading by 9. Tipping off the second half. Here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. We've got Anthony Morrow. Omer Ashik is out there with Taj Gibson. And it's Udrich. And it's Butler in the 2-guard spot. Teague can't hit. Here's Morrow. Pass to Udrich. Five to shoot. Pass to Butler. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler. Teague with the ball. Over in the corner, Gasol. Over to the wing. New York moving the ball around. That doesn't go in either for Teague. Bulls trail by 9. Morrow dishes to Udrich. Gibson the screen. Udrich the pass to Morrow. 5 on the clock. Will not go. This is off the front iron. New York leading by 9. Teague kicks to Brewer. Outside Teague. Anthony in the corner. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 4 assists in the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Kicks to Usher. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul.
Guys, you want to talk about one tough guy? How about the Turkish hammer, Ashik? Tremendous rebounder. A space eater in the paint. So long.
That's a great way to describe him, Kevin. Last year he finished 4th in the league in rebounds per minute. Plus he's always lurking as a shot blocker.
He is. Outside Teague. He kicks it to Carmelo. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
And Udrich kicks to Gibson. Out of bounds, Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession. Chicago making a switch here. Spates is checked in. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Clock at 6. Here's Gibson. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. The Knicks leading by 13. Outside Teague. There's the pass to Porzingis. He dishes it to Carmelo. No good with the triple. The Bulls have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. Udrich dishes to Butler. Pass to Udrich. To the paint. It's deflected. Gasol with the steal. And Teague, here we go. Feeds it to Brewer. Right side Gasol. New York, no good that time either. Bulls trail by 13. Now Udrich. Gibson with the screen on Teague. Gibson the screen. Now the feed to Morrow. That 3 off the mark.
hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Brewer, good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money. There's no doubt. Chicago calls timeout. Last year, a good one for Jeff Teague, Clark. He was a first-time All-Star in this league.
He's a pick-and-roll technician, so good in reading the defense as he operates from that spot on the floor. He was really the catalyst for what was a really efficient offense for the Hawks.
Carlos Boozer's checked in for Porzingis. Chicago also making some changes. Cody Zeller's checked in for Gibson. Tony Snell comes in for Butler. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Udrih.
Jeff Teague, a real speed merchant. I mean, very tough to stay in front of. He can put you on skates, blow by, and get right to the rim.
And he gets it to go. Space has got 7.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
Teague kicks to Anthony. Can't get it to go. And the Bulls going the other way now.
And guys, Jeff Teague, an attack guard. He's just an average three-point shooter, but he gets to the free throw line in bunches, shoots at a high percentage, and has really evolved, I think, into one of the elite point guards in the league. The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Snell. He has 6. Off the pick. Morrow, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Teague kicks to Brewer. The dish out to Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. That's good. Anthony's got 7 points for the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Dishes it to Spates. Drops in the layup for 2. Spates has got 9 points.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Gasol kicks to Teague. Left side, Boozer. Here's Brewer. And it's Spates with the rebound. Bulls trail by 16. Here's Morrow. Here's Schroeder. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. After a rookie season in which he really struggled, Dennis Schroeder made big strides last year.
Yeah, I think pretty much dramatic improvements across the board, Kevin. Really a most improved candidate for sure. He solidified that reserve unit for the Hawks, in my opinion.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Sasha Vujacic is checked in for Brewer. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Teague. Clarkson passes to Vujacic. Here's Boozer. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And Schroeder still with room to grow. I mean, he needs to improve his three-point shot and cut down his turnovers. But those are things that often come with time. And he's got time, still very young at this stage of his career.
The drive by Boozer. He feeds it to Gasol. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Snell. 9 points in the game so far. Zeller, a screen on Gasol. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And for Schroeder, not a great outside shooter yet, but he's an attack guard. I mean, blinding speed, very slippery, eel-like. He gets into that lane and can make a defense collapse in a heartbeat. That alone is where his value is right now.
Pick by Zeller. Schroeder kicks to Morrow. Now here's Schroeder, covered by Anthony. Gasol with the steal. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Gasol. And that's 15 points for Carmelo Anthony.
44.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Knicks.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points. Looking at the game for Spates, he has 9 points and 2 rejections.
And guys, really impossible to say where he's been better, offensively or defensively.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's not missed a beat at either end. That's obvious.
Ryan Hollins, he's checked in for New York. Porzingis comes in for Carlos Boozer. New York leading by 13. Pass to Porzingis. And stolen by Spates. Up the floor. Here's Morrow. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Morrow's got 8.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back into the game. Key stops and then try to get out in transition for some easy ones.
Schroeder passes to Morrow. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Pass to Vujacic. 6 to shoot. And that one's good, Hollins. And the Knicks lead by 13. Chicago's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. There's the pick. Zeller dishes to Snell. For 3. That's good. Schroeder's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay. You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. For the Knicks, Boozer, he's checked in for Porzingis. Prince comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Calderon in for Sasha Vujacic. Chicago also making some changes. Taj Gibson's checked in for Zeller. And it's Jimmy Butler coming in for Tony Snell. Oh, and here we go with Gibson. Nobody back. The lead now cut to single digits. Schroeder's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Now that's a momentum shifter there. A steal leading straight to a quick bucket.
Yeah, and a great way, Clark, to capitalize on the turnover. Don't waste any time. Get the ball right up the court.
Back to Butler. Kicks to Morrow. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. The finish. Spates with the block. They recover it. Here's Clarkson. Offline with his 3.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Now here's Schroeder. 11 points in the game. He kicks it to Gibson. Butler sets a screen for Gibson. And the shot is long.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all with a block.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Spates sets a screen. Shot from a low block. Hollins with the block. And again, no good by Chicago. New York leading by 10. 3-second difference between shot clock and game. Now here's Calderon. Defense is right there. Prince, that's for 2. And it's Spates with the rebound. Spates has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Butler on the way. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Knicks out front, leading by 10. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The 4th quarter of play should begin momentarily. Calderon is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Tayshaun Prince. Then there's Carlos Boozer. And it's Hollins in at the 3, the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Prince kicks to Hollins. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the 2-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Butler kicks to Gibson. Ashik with a screen on Prince. Nice work there coming off the screen. And it's 13 points for Jimmy Butler.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Calderon kicks to Clarkson. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Bulls trail by 7. And Butler, here we go. Up and in on the layup.
You know, huge height advantage there. But because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Gibson the screen. Prince against Butler. Now the pass to Schroeder. His 3-pointers off the mark. New York leading by 7. Here's Clarkson. That falls. Nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Schroeder kicks to Gibson. Lets it fly from 18.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Sean Marion is checked in for New York. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Calderon in the corner. Marion passes to Hollins. Stolen by Ashik. Fast break. Here comes Chicago.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there. And
here's Schroeder. Gibson the screen. Here's Snell. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Clarkson kicks to Calderon. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through. And the Knicks lead by 7. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Schroeder passes to Gibson. And the foul called on Shawn Marion. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for New York. Anthony comes in for Shawn Marion. And Corey Brewers subbed in for Jose Calderon. Shot clock at 5. Here's Butler. They get it back. A Sheik. And that one's good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Brewer pushes to Anthony. Boozer kicks to Clarkson. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
4 on the shot clock. Clarkson passes to Carmelo. Hands it from downtown. Anthony's got 12 points in just the second half.
And how does he get that one to go? No idea.
I don't have an idea either. A little heat check there, but yep, he's still cooking, and Greg is cooking with gas. And you know, guys, Taj Gibson now has 6 full seasons in the NBA, already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
That free throw, no good. Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21. Played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
Yeah, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, you know, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very well could have been a top 10 pick. But I tell you what, the Bulls are happy that he wasn't.
Here's the screen. Down low. And Gibson sends it back. Butler kicks to Morrow. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the call. New York with the foul.
So, you know, Anthony Morrow, one of the real lasers as a long-range bomber in the league. First rookie ever to lead the NBA in three-point percentage. Hit over 46% his first year. There's always a place for a guy like that.
And talking about Anthony Morrow's development, he did it the hard way. Came in undrafted in his first pro start. 37 points. Remember that game? Most points ever by an undrafted player in his rookie year.
Yeah, it was amazing, that game. And, you know, the 2010-2011 season, he had the second highest three-point percentage in league history. I mean, he's been traded multiple times in his career, though, because he's still refining the rest of his game, wanting to be more than just a shooter.
Knocked loose. He dishes it to Schroeder. Passes to Gibson. Screen by Ajit. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And it's off from three-point range. Anthony can't hit. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
Bulls ball.
So it's Chicago now. They trail by 7. Schroeder passes to Gibson. Feeds it to Morrow. Takes a 3.
Well, he's come out a bit chilly here in the second half. Not nearly as effective as he was in the first.
Out left to the wing. Tipped away. Stolen by Ajit. To the paint. Morrow dishes to Schroeder. Gasol with the steal. Pass to Porzingis. Teague for three. It's all in by the Bulls. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. The feed now to Butler. They get it back. And Anthony sends it back. Teague with the ball. In the corner, it's Brewer. Pass to Porzingis. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Butler missing again.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Over in the corner, Gasol. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 12. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Bulls trailed by 9. The dish to Gibson. To stop the drought. Good as the jump shot falls.
The defense just too soft on that possession. You have to be closer and contest at the rim. And, you know, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you play and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you make some adjustments.
New York calls timeout.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Derek Fisher was giving to his team. He told the guys that for now, he wants to see them back off the three-point shot, saying all our offense doesn't need to come from perimeter jump shot. Let's get the ball inside for some high-percentage looks.
And stolen by Speaks. And here we go with Morrow running it up the court. Dishes it to Zeller. Clock at 6. Morrow kicks to Udoh. Bullseye! And now it's only a 5-point Knicks lead. The Knicks have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. There's the pass to Porzingis. Anthony kicks to Brewer. New York moving the ball around. Here's Gasol. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And the Knicks lead by 7. The Bulls have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Pick by Zeller. Here's Spates. Count the bucket.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
The Knicks leading by 5. Outside Teague. And stolen by Spates. Here's Snell. Covered by Brewer. Morrow the pass to Snell. He feeds it to Spates. The jump hook. Brewer grabs the board. Brewer's got his third rebound on the night. Outside Teague. To the inside. Gasol. Kicks to Anthony. 5 to shoot. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Anthony's got 20.
75. Chicago timeout call.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're behind by 7. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
He's in one heck of a groove with the scoring. They're going to talk it over and try to figure out how to slow him down.
Chicago making some changes. Taj Gibson's checked in for Zeller. Butler comes in for Tony Snell. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Udrih. 1:31 left in the fourth. Butler in the corner. Tries again. It's tipped.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
Anthony against Butler. Gasol kicks the tee. Passes to Brewer. Pocket 6. On the left block. And a beautiful finish by Gasol. And now it's a 9-point Knicks lead.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had him on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at him.
The whole knockout blow.
T dishes to Brewer. Can't get it to go. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
I think it's safe to say this baby's over.
Yeah, that's fairly obvious. I'd say that's a really good assumption on your part.
Now T. So it's New York picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying